Greetings all, I am the One Nerd, and I want to welcome you to another edition of the One Nerd Reviews. Christmas time is here, and that means cold weather, annoying music, and actually pretending that you want to spend time with your family. But this year is much worse. This year, we had another Star Wars movie come out.
We're not alone. Good people will fight if we lead them.
People keep telling me they know me. No one does.
Yeah, I know what you're saying. Another nerdy guy on the internet who hates the Disney Star Wars movies. Who could have seen that coming? And trust me, at some point I'm going to address Rise of Skywalker. I'm not going to do like a whole review of it because there are plenty of other people who can do it much better than I can. I plan to do something a little bit different with that, but that's for later. The Star Wars franchise has always had its ups and downs, more downs than ups lately. I mean, for every Last Jedi, we have a Mandalorian to keep us going. But back in the day, Star Wars fans had a lot less to work with in regards to an expanded universe. The highlight of which, what we're going to be looking at today, is what many consider to be the worst piece of Star Wars media to date. At least until Last Jedi came out. This is the Star Wars Holiday Special.
The Star Wars Holiday Special.
Jumping right into it, can we talk about that title, the Star Wars Holiday Special?
Man, that's just typical liberal BS. Can't say Christmas anymore, and Starbucks, and war on Christmas, and whatnot, and wait, how'd I get out here? Why am I wearing these sunglasses?
The special starts with Han and Chewie on the run from the Empire.
All right, we'll give it a try. I'll set your coordinates.
Seem to be some budget cuts going on in this special. I'm surprised they could even use Chewbacca's suit and not just put Peter Mayhew in like an old fur coat or something.
Pleasant friends.
The Star Wars Holiday Special, starring a trap as Luke Skywalker, Too Good for This Crap as Han Solo, Cocaine as Princess Leia, and Literal Nightmares as Chewbacca's family.
And an animated Star Wars story on the Star Wars Holiday Special.
This special is 2 hours long. We open on the Wookiee homeworld of Kashyyyk, where we are introduced for the first time to Chewbacca's family. His father, Itchy, his wife, Mala, and his son, Lumpy. Oh, I'm sorry, did you think I was kidding?
His wife, Mala. His father, Itchy. His son, Lumpy.
Oh sure, later on, when they're referenced later in other expanded universe stuff, they're actually given full names, and those other names that are in this special are referred to as nicknames. But what kind of monster would give a child the nickname of Lumpy? The Baca family are waiting for Chewbacca to return for something called Life Day. Itchy is relaxing in his chair, Lumpy is playing with a wood-carved X-Wing, and Mala is baking up a special batch of Wookiee Ookies. You keep cutting back to me like you expect me to be joking about any of this. Imagine if we had like a special treat that was, made for the holidays that we called human humus. The Wookiees really are a ridiculous people. We are then treated to a peek of the life of the Wookiee family. No understandable dialogue. No subtitles. I mean, seriously, is this it? Is this all that's happening? I mean, Sure, no one would fault us if we skipped through a little bit of this. Okay, I don't know what that's supposed to be, but let's just go past it. Just go past it. Get us out of here. Mala grows more and more worried about Chewbacca, so she decides to contact Luke Skywalker for more info. Why Mala has Luke's personal number, or quite frankly, even knows who he is really a conversation of a completely different sort.
Kyle, love me. Where's Chewbacca? Whoa, wait a minute, one at a time.
The family try to convey to Luke that Chewie has not arrived yet, but Luke is a little distracted.
No! R2! What are you doing?
I have no hands. What do you expect me to do about it? They're finally able to convey to Luke that Chewie has not arrived yet, and Luke tells them that he should have by now.
Now listen, calm down. I mean, you know how Han and Chewbacca are. Anything could have happened. They could have stopped off somewhere or been held up by an asteroid storm.
Or, held up by that pesky empire in this galactic civil war that you're right in the middle of. The Millennium Falcon was just involved in blowing up the Death Star. People are looking for you.
Come on, don't look so worried. Now Chewie's not going to want to come home to a house full of long faces, is he? Come on, Mala, let's see a little smile.
No, that is just a creepy way to talk to another guy's wife.
Come on. There, that's better.
Maybe they are having a little thing on the side. I mean, we all know that Luke has some experience in milking creepy-looking animals. Yeah, try to get that image out of your head now. Assured that Chewbacca is on his way, Mala takes some time to contact the local trading post. Women be shopping, am I right? Oh god, I've wasted my whole 20s. The trade post is run by Art Carney, and he tries his very best to bring some kind of entertainment to all this.
I'll take it.
Good, I thought you would. Now, would you like to pay me something for it, or give me something in trade?
I said
I'll take it.
That's a load off my mind. I thought I might embarrass you when I told you to accept it as a gift. I don't like embarrassing people. I don't like being embarrassed myself. That's why I don't like to embarrass people. I just said that.
God bless this man. You can really tell that he's trying to get something, anything out of this. But either he's just being shackled to a really crappy script and not given any kind of freedom, or you just can't get blood from a stone. Before the jokes can sit for too long, we cut to the Empire to see what Darth Vader's role in all of this is.
We've ordered a blockade, curfew, and started a search operation. It's just a matter of time before we find the rebels.
I want the rebels located and identified, if it means searching every household in the system.
That's it. That's his only real appearance in this special. After a commercial break, we come back to the Baca house to see Mala preparing a meal for Life Day. To do so, she watches a cooking program with what looks like comedic actor Harvey Korman in blackface. The internet's not really going to be happy about all that going on. You know people can be cancelled even after they're dead, right?
Oh, very good. Sprig of celery. Very nice. Little bit of tertium, always nice. And, tertium is nice. And just a little whisper of Shelto. Oh, looking very nice. Guess what I forgot?
Just pounds and pounds of hair going right into that pot.
Whip, sir, whip, 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 stir. Stir, whip, sir, whip, 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 stir. Come on, faster all together now. Cooking can be fun. Stir, whip, 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 stir. Stir, whip, 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 stir. Wah!
This is madness. Pure madness. Madness to the point that I'm sure Lucas came up with it.
stir, whip, beat, beat, stir. That's not right. I'm sorry.
You have nothing to apologize for, Mr. Corman. This was in no way your fault. Although, maybe apologize for the Great Gazoo, though? Art Carney comes over to drop off some gifts and provide comfort with Chewbacca missing. Itchy, oh, Itchy gets a very special gift.
Oh, yes. I can feel my creation. I'm getting your message. Are you getting mine? Oh, we are excited, aren't we?
Dude has a masturbation chair right in the middle of his living room. Although, it does kind of explain why they call him Itchy. This sequence goes on for so long, and while it is, I'm sure, a chance to have another song on this holiday special about Star Wars, a lot of things line up to suggest Itchy is enjoying this too much.
I don't need to ask how you find me. You see, I am your fantasy. I am your experience. So experience me.
Yeah, this is, making me super uncomfortable. Let's move on. Speaking of uncomfortable, Princess Leia makes a call to Malla.
Happy Life Day.
She says it may be a happy life day for you, but personally, she's seen happier ones.
I don't want to type the channels. So could you do me a favor and send either Chewbacca or Han Solo to the screen, please?
She's trying to play it super cool, but really she just wants to talk to Han or Chewie because they're the only ones who know where the Coke is.
Good afternoon, ma'am. I'm Sondan, a local trader, a friend of the rebellion, and a member of the Alliance.
Thank God I don't have to talk to those Wookiees anymore. Just as the call ends, a ship can be heard overhead, and it seems like Han and Chewie are finally home. Oh, that is not good. At that range, they might actually be able to hit something. The Stormtroopers are part of a team looking for any kind of rebel activity. While it's not clear if they know that Chewbacca is really a member of the Resistance, they know that they want to find him. Art Carney does his best to distract the troopers and make sure this special is 2 hours.
Will you get on with it?
Okay, I know most of what he does in the special is just meant to waste time, but that's a classic bit and I love it. Art Carney keeps the officer, and by extension the audience, distracted with a mini performance of Jefferson Starship. That's right, never forget that no matter how much people want to forget this special happened, Jefferson Starship exists somewhere in a galaxy far, far away. And you can also tell that they're spacey because their instruments glow. After the performance, the troopers take a look around for signs of rebel activity.
You take the upper area. We don't want to have to hurt anyone.
I mean, you guys are like evil Nazi allegory men here. I mean, you're called stormtroopers. You could just shoot the kid. It'd be a lot easier. Instead, the captain gets the family to keep him busy with something. So what do they go with? Oh, just a cartoon about the adventures of the rebellion, starring his father, who the soldiers are looking for? Look, Chewie, I understand that he's your son, but do you really need Lumpy around? Really? Speaking of, we move to an infamous segment of the holiday special, the animated adventure. It's a little rough around the edges, and certain things are a little off.
What happened?
I don't know.
Well, somebody must know something.
But hey, at least something's happening. And besides, this segment is the first appearance of Boba Fett, a character who did nothing of significance in the movies except die. But unlike a certain shiny-headed token whose only purpose was to sell toys and add another female to the franchise, Boba Fett only died once. In short, it's very simple. The gang encounters Fett, they think he's an ally, but oh no, he's working for Vader, then the heroes win. If the holiday special had more actual Star Wars-y stuff in it, it might actually be looked at more favorably today. But, of course, we know they decided to go more with this.
It looks like this. Try not to rip it open, because it makes a very handy storage case for your tools until you need them again.
That's right, most of the special is just Wookiee roaring or weird non sequitur time wasters like this.
Now,
this is getting to be a real drag. I want to remind all of you that this special is 2 hours, and the only semi-interesting thing so far has been the animated segment. There has to be something, anything, that can make all of this more worthwhile.
What'll it be? Hello, Acme. Okay, we'll do it your way. Hello. Now we'll do it my way. What'll it be?
Wait a minute. Is that?
Can we talk?
Well, of course we can talk. We are talking. You're not ordering. I'm not pouring. We are not drinking. We are talking. I'm moving this to make room for a drink so that next time I say what'll it be and you tell me, I can put it right there.
It is! That's B. Arthur! Okay, this just got a lot more interesting. This is actually apparently a special the Empire puts out to show other Empire-run planets how good they have it by comparing their lives to Tatooine. The special highlights B. Arthur running a bar that is apparently so great characters come back from the dead to drink there.
Just one more round, friend, then homeward bound, friend. Don't forget me in your dreams. Just one more song, friend, and then so long, friend. The nights get shorter, it seems.
And she has a musical number? This is the greatest special ever! This is truly a diamond in the rough for this special. True, just like the animated portion, it's a little cheesy, a little hammy, but damn it, you put all those things together and you get a really good sandwich.
Just one more drop, friend, before we stop, friend. One more moment, face to face. Next time you're dry, friend, try stopping by, friend, if there's a light in the place.
Unfortunately, now we actually have to go back and finish up the rest of the special with the Bakas. The troopers are finally fed up with having to spend time with the Wookiee family, as are we all, and they finally decide to take out Lumpy. Luckily, depending on how you see it, Chewie and Han finally arrive to save Lumpy. With Lumpy saved, and Chewie finally at home, it's finally time for Life Day to begin. Apparently, Life Day involves them traveling to another dimension or something to get to like some tree of life thing. I mean, come to think of it, was it so important for Chewbacca to get with his family in order to do this? I mean, if they were going to warp anyway, couldn't he have just done that from anywhere? Chewie and his family traveled to this special dimension where, for some reason, Luke, Leia, and Han are all there, despite Luke and Leia not being there. Even the droids are there. How? Leia makes a right pretty speech about how they're all one and they're fighting against the Empire and blah, 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 blah.
We celebrate a day of peace, a day of harmony.
Okay, now hold on. B. Arthur, okay, is allowed to sing. Okay, she is a treasure. You are not allowed to sing for various reasons. After the song, the Chewie family sit down for a holiday dinner of what I assume is Wookiee turkey, and the special ends. You've probably seen a lot of videos and a lot of things talking about how bad the holiday special is. And I don't want to, sugarcoat anything. I mean, it's bad. It's really bad. It was clearly just thrown together at the last minute just to gain more money and gain more hype out of how successful A New Hope was. But the special does have some redeeming features. Not a lot of them, mind you, but it does have a few redeeming things about it that can make it entertaining. And honestly, even with how weird it is, it honestly does have a little bit of it's so bad it's good. I mean, I would rather watch this special 1,000 times and have to sit through Last Jedi or Phantom Menace again. Even though it's cheesy, even though it's cheap, even though it's poorly made in places, it does still deserve its place among Star Wars history. I would say that it deserves, at the very least, they must still have this. I can't imagine that they would have gotten rid of the Masters. If they did, shame on you. Shame, shame, shame on you. But if you still have it, pop it up on Disney Plus. Why not? Embrace the joke. Embrace this whole thing. Show that you can, not take yourself seriously. Pop it up there and maybe put it out on Blu-ray. Maybe remaster it. Let us see it in all its glory. I still think it deserves something. Again, it's bad. It's bad, but it does have some good bits for it, and it deserves to be seen by every Star Wars fan. It really does. So that's my review of Star Wars: A Holiday Special. I know it's kind of weird. I didn't really lay into it as much as many people thought I was, but, really everyone's talked about the Holiday Special. I just thought I'd give my own take on it and really show that it's not really the worst thing in the world. The Holiday Special is easy to get. You can just really see it, the whole thing on YouTube. Nobody really cares about copyright and striking that thing. They don't want to take credit for it. But again, I want to thank you for joining me. I should hopefully have this up by Christmas. I don't really suspect anyone's gonna, again, copyright strike me, so my video should just go up right away, unlike my other reviews. But if it does go up before Christmas, and I really hope it does, I do hope you have a Merry Christmas. Hope you have a happy holidays, whatever holiday you may celebrate or what have you. And I hope that was maybe a Christmas present. You may give this video a like, maybe a comment, maybe subscribe, maybe, I don't know, it might be good, any of that stuff. And hey, you can see information in the description of the video about where you can follow me on Twitter, where you can see some of my other writing projects, and where you can maybe, support me a little bit. I, just like every other YouTuber, I do have a Patreon. I don't really like to, talk about it that much because I'm not good enough to give money to, but, But again, I want to thank you all for joining me. This is The One Nerd, and I hope you have a Merry Christmas, a happy holidays, and a fantastic New Year. See you in 2020.